Illmind put the loop on. Illmind put the loop on. Illmind put the loop. Illmind put the loop on. Illmind put the loop on you. Illmind put the loop on you. Illmind put the loop on you. I put the loop on you.
Any opportunity to celebrate, it's always diamonds up.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're here, we're back, we're back. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're here, we're back, we're back. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're here, we're back, we're back. Good morning. We're back, we're back, we're back, bitch. Yeah, I think when I curse, it probably messes with the algorithm. So that's probably why YouTube hates me. Anyway, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening. Shout out to all my Lodies, all my Blap Gods. Mr. Griffin, Bat is in here. Babbitt OTB is in here. Anoush is in here. Surfa is in here with the $sign. I love that name, bro. King Chef Los is in here. Track Slayer. Let's go. Swan97 says, I feel so blessed to be able to talk to you, Illmind, and other colleagues in live. I feel blessed to talk to you guys. I feel blessed to talk to you guys, man. Seriously. Like, I never take any of this shit for granted, man. Never take any of this for granted, dude. Just to have an audience and for, you guys to be down to, consume information and everything else, man. It feels great to do this, dude. Especially when you're at a certain type of level. It's like, it just feels really good, man. Bufo, I appreciate the shout out. Our beloved Blap God, man, thank you, dude. Just dropped 2 plugins. I did. Guys, go get the plugins if you haven't already. enrichaudio.com. If you're having issues with the plugin, because I've been getting your messages regarding installation and usage issues with the plugin. I'm definitely trying to stay on top of everything. These are my first 2 plugins, so of course there's going to be little bugs here and there with compatibility, but most of those bugs are due to VST3 compatibility with DAWs, which is still kind of shaky. Not compatible with all DAWs. And then also you have Mac's new security settings that they've implemented by default, which is not so friendly for non-registered products, which is like a new thing that Mac is doing, which is really unfortunate. It's kind of in my opinion, taking away from the freedom of third-party creators creating software for Macs. And, for Mac to go ahead and implement a really just high level security setting. I mean, I get it, but it's like, damn, so apologies to all of you guys who had to go through some extra steps to use the plugins because of those Mac security settings and any other thing. But you know where to find me. We have we're trying to stay on top of customer support for anyone who's having issues with the plugins, but we're batting at a good percentage right now. So most of you guys are good, and the plugin, I'm so grateful, man. I worked really hard on those, and I have some more surprises coming very, very soon. So we're back. Today's Wednesday. It's our last stream of the week. I might do a stream on Friday, actually. But today is our third stream of the week. So hope you guys enjoyed Monday and Tuesday. Like I said, if I'm home and things aren't too crazy, I'm going to continue to do these streams on YouTube every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm going against the grain of kind of what everyone else is doing in a way. I love just these raw Q&As. This is a cool format, and I'm having a lot of fun with this. And we're going to keep doing this, I'm not really here to make beats. Fridays we'll do sample loops, some auctions, but outside of that, this is a really good opportunity to just get some conversation going. So really the point of these streams is to talk about things and give you guys an opportunity to ask questions. So if you're in the chat room right now, if you're watching live right now, or even if you're watching a playback, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. It really helps the algorithm, and it'll help to reach more people. And that's the goal for me, is to reach, the people that want to consume this information, and, hopefully it helps them through their journey. So, that's all I ask of you guys. Spread the word, all the guerrilla marketing stuff that we do on social media. You guys need to partake, and I appreciate it. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe, leave comments, be interactive, so we can let YouTube know that you guys want more of this, and this is all free. I'm doing this for free, and the monthly, however many monthly members we have goes right back into the channel, and to do all these cool things. This is a 1 to 2 hour, including editing and chapters on each video, thumbnails, naming, posting on social media. This is about a 2-hour endeavor for me every day. So I'm dedicating 2 hours every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to do this with you guys. I'm happy to do it. I love to do this. I don't have to do this, but I want to do this. And I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I just want to help you guys, and you don't have to pay a dime to be here and to do this. So we're going to see how far we can take this. I know that there aren't too many people at my level that are partaking in interactions like this. You'll have the occasional Twitch streamer here and there. I mean, obviously there's some really amazing ones, like Kenny Beats is, really going hard for his crowd over at Twitch. We're here on YouTube, and someone at my level, I want to be able to just be on the ground floor with you guys and do this as often as I can. So go ahead and ask questions. Let's get some Q&A going. We have some time, so really just want to hang out with you guys and talk and answer questions and do all that good stuff. So go ahead and ask. Don't be shy. There is no silly question. You can ask anything and everything. It doesn't have to be music related. So, okay. Let me scroll up. Joaquin said one of your loops got me second place in a producer showcase with Hatch. That's what's up. That's what's up. Good fucking job, man. I'm glad the loop played a small role, you know, because most of the time in those battles, it's all about the drums. So good job, dude. Good job. Stereo Rituals, thank you for asking. Said, how are you this morning? How's the kiddo? We're good, man. You know, today was actually her first day back at daycare. So we're officially starting the fall season of school. Kids are back in school. My daughter's in daycare. She's doing part-time for the rest of the week, and then starting next week, she'll be full-time with aftercare. So it's going to be long days for her. But it's a great school. I'm blessed. I'm blessed, dude. I'm really, really blessed. Okay, so let me scroll. EJ Weaver said, working on TV sync placements and reference tracks are given. What are some things to mainly look for in the reference tracks? So when you're doing TV sync, I've done quite a bit of like TV sync things where they request a certain thing. It depends, dude. It depends. I mean, again, I hate to say it, but it's like every year that goes by, as time goes by, the answers get simpler and simpler and simpler and simpler. So I'm like running out of answers because the right answers are oftentimes the most simple. So to answer your question, what are some things to look out for? There's no strategy. There's no specific thing to look out for. Try to be as accurate as you can to what they're looking for. There's too many factors that go into that to really know for sure. Like if there's specific things you should do, but just follow directions. You know, it's a work for hire. They want something. They want a version of something pretty specific, but it's your job as the producer to create it and give them kind of what they're imagining. So I would say get as much information as possible from them in terms of what they want. The more examples, the better. The more information you get from them, the better. And then that will arm you with the knowledge on how to approach whatever it is you're creating for them. So that's all I'll say. Okay. Juleby said, surprised you were able to get into daycare. The wait list is crazy. Bro, the wait list for the daycares are nuts. We got in early though, dude. So we moved to Miami in like 2 months ago. What are we in? August, the end of August. So July. We moved here in July, beginning of July. But before we moved, we actually locked the daycare down back in like March. Yeah. So we got in super early because we knew we were moving here. And we kind of took a chance because we put a deposit down and we were like, you know what? We don't have a house in Miami yet, but like, let's just tap into this daycare and see what happens. And it actually really, really worked out. It really worked out. So thanks for asking though, dude. Okay. Swan97 said, in the repetition stage, any advice to not decay or maybe get bored? Again, you know, something being boring. Let me move my light. Something being boring is subjective, right? I think there's levels to certain things sounding boring, but then also being just like an opinion. You know, boring is boring, but what's boring to you might not be boring to someone else. So here's my answer. I wouldn't worry too much about that. It really just falls on your taste level. And if something's boring to you, then that's one opinion, right? That's one opinion. That's one thing that we have to keep in mind when we make music is like, our opinion on our own music is one opinion, right? Music was meant to have lots of opinions. It's meant to be played for many people. You know, it goes back to the olden days, the golden days, where there was just tribes of people, you know, playing music together, creating music together, participating and interacting via music. And music has always been an art form that was meant to be consumed by groups of people. And so as the creator, it would be unfair for you to heavily judge your own music, because you, not only are you the creator, but your opinion also is valid, but that really is just one opinion. You need a lot of people. You need tens, hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people to really, you know, create a purpose for your music. So don't be too hard on yourself. You know, like, if you think something is boring, then chances are there's going to be people out there that are going to think it's boring. Chances are there's going to be people out there that think it's amazing, right? So let's not be too hard on ourselves when we're making music. Don't convince yourself too much. Now, what you can do is convince yourself that you're dope. Like, that's a good tactic for like self-confidence and belief in yourself. Like, I personally believe that there's nothing wrong with that, but what you don't want to do is like keep telling yourself that your music sucks, because that's just going to put you in a rut. That's going to put you in a hole. Lola World says, should you copyright all beats before release? I've never copywritten one beat in my life, so there's my answer. Okay, let's keep going. Russian Cream Beats, my boy, said, I took your advice in flooding the internet with my music. Good, bro. Good, man. Keep us posted here and let us know how that goes. That's really a good thing. I mean, I'm going to start releasing a lot of music too, so we have many things we want to do, so I'm glad you're doing that. Okay, so Kat said, why does plugins, programs, and everything cost so much? Well, why does anything cost money? You know, think about it, Cap. Like, why do people pay for things? I mean, think about this. When it comes to pricing something, money, the price of something is really just what people are willing to pay, right? So it really just depends on what type of return you feel like you're getting on your money investment, right? So depending on the product or the service, right, you have to sort of be mindful of what it took to create the product or service. How time consuming is it? How many resources is it consuming? And then the creator or the company of that product or service will determine, okay, well, based on how many resources I've consumed, how much time we've put in, how much XYZ, we feel as though X price, this amount, would be a good amount of money to charge. That is a good reflection of the value of what product or service we're about to deploy. And you also have to take into consideration how much people are willing to pay and what makes sense for the consumer. And it's never perfect. It takes time, it takes process, it takes trial and error, it takes experimentation, right? So you really just have to think about that, whether you're on the creator side or the consumer side. You tell yourself, okay, if I buy this thing, am I getting my money's worth to me, right? And if the answer is yes, and you feel like it can help you in some kind of way, then that is probably a justifiable reason to go buy it. And from a creator perspective, you never want to undercharge and you never want to overcharge, right? So it's this delicate dance. Everything is a delicate dance of finding that sweet spot. I know I say the words sweet spot a lot, but it really is true. You really just have to find that sweet spot because you don't want to outprice people, but you also don't want to undercharge and not recoup whatever you've spent. Love Me Loso said, talk a bit about how to get beats to sound clean. It's a hard question to answer, Loso, because first of all, it depends on what your definition of clean is, you know, and you're gonna hear me say this type of thing a lot, but what's clean to you might not be clean to me. You know what I mean? So we have to first establish that. So this question is extremely hard to answer because we have to establish that first. But I will say this, dude. I know exactly where you're coming from. You're not gonna like my answer. Practice and comparing your own beats to other people's beats, right? I think one thing that we neglect, that's a huge asset to us, is comparing our stuff with other people. Not comparing like, oh, I should, in a perspective of like, oh, I should be better than that, or like I should be in that person's position, but comparing on a technical level. Like, let me listen to, you know, Honestly Nevermind, or, you know, Beyonce's new album, or whatever new project you're listening to, and tell yourself, yeah, sonically I want to match those types of levels. So then you do an A/B test, right? The age-old audio engineering A/B test, where you compare your mixes to pro mixes, and you work towards getting to that point where they sound pretty close sonically. And that's how you do it. That's how you do most things. You know, that's just compare your shit. So there's no like knob or VST or follow these 10 steps to like have clean beats. It's go in there and fucking get your hands dirty, play around, fuck around with the EQs, compare your stuff to other things that you think sound good, and then wash, rinse, repeat. Do that for a long period of time, and eventually you're gonna get it. You know, I mean, like I said, my answers these days are almost the same for everything. like, and I'm waiting. This is like kind of an experiment because I'm waiting to answer something that doesn't involve the answer being try stuff. Like the pretty much the answer to everything is go ahead and try. You know, which is such a fascinating thing. So let's keep going. RJC said, hey, Il, good morning. Good morning to you, RJC, one of my Blap gods, my Lodies. RJC said, what's your advice on a good perspective about the sacrifices we make to be a musician? Good question. Good question. Everyone sacrifices different things, right? And it's all dependent on where you are in life. You know, we all have the same 24 hours per day. Literally everyone on earth. We all have the same 24 hours. So sacrifice is essential to this journey of life and being a musician and trying to potentially turn this into, you know, a career, full-time career. I think that there's a balance for everything. You know, you wanna be mindful of how much you're sacrificing and what type of return you feel like you can get from those sacrifices, right? And then you have to pit that against what's most important to you, right? So it's when it comes to sacrifice, it's this combination of what am I sacrificing and how important is it to me to lose it? And you have to ask yourself that question. You have to ask yourself those questions every time, right? Like for me, I'll give you an example. I have a daughter. She's almost 18 months, right? Really, really amazing years to be around. I mean, every year is amazing to be around. But let's say I was a rapper. And in order for me to make money, like probably 80-90% of my income is from performing and going on tour. Now, if I were to have to go to tour to generate a certain amount of income, which is most of my yearly income, and I had to set up a tour where I'm away for 2 months, you know, I have to ask myself, am I willing to sacrifice 2 months being away from my daughter and my family to go out there and tour and make X amount of dollars so that I can use that money to do X, Y, and Z? Pay for rent, pay for mortgage, pay for groceries, pay for childcare, pay for everything. And so you have to ask yourself that question, like, am I getting a return on this investment? Is this sacrifice worth it? Are we ultimately going to be better if I make this sacrifice? Am I ultimately going to be in a better position if I make this sacrifice? And you have to ask yourself that. And you do that with everything, right? You do it with everything. Like, hey, I'm going to sacrifice 2 hours of sleep so that I can wake up at 4 a.m. and get a workout in. So I can fit a workout. Because I value my health. I value my physical fitness more than getting a full 8 hours of sleep, right? I feel, and this is just an example, I feel like my workout in the morning is more important than getting a full 8 hours. So I'm willing to sacrifice getting 6 hours of sleep every night to have a schedule where I'm waking up at 4. And then you can go deeper. You could say, well, I can still wake up at 4, but maybe I go to bed earlier, right? Maybe you sacrifice that evening Netflix binge, or you sacrifice that evening, streaming or video game. You sacrifice those few hours at night to go to bed earlier so that you still get your 8 hours. You can still wake up at 4 and you can still get your workout and everyone's happy. So there's going to be a sacrifice. There's going to be a give or take. You have to customize it the way you want to customize it. And it's trial and error. It's not going to be perfect. That's one thing I will say, and then we'll move on, is it's never going to be perfect. Don't beat yourself up or try to make your schedule perfect. It never will be. Just get it as close as possible to what makes you happy, to what makes you content, to what makes you the most productive in life. Swish said, how do you stay inspired while making several beats a day? I'm always excited for the first few beats, and then I lose my inspiration and motivation to keep going. Swish. For me, I stick to doing what feels exciting in that moment. That's it. That's all that matters. I don't worry about what I feel like doing. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing this afternoon. I have no fucking clue. I have a few things that I have to do, but from what do I want to truly do, I have no idea. All I know is what I want to do right now, which is what I'm doing right now. And then I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do after this. After the stream is over, I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do. But I'm not beating myself up over it. So that being said, the reason why I say that is because if you're excited for the first few beats and then you feel burnt out, don't make any more. That's simple. Don't make any more, you know? Walk away and find other things to do that bring you joy, right? And again, it's all perspective, and it all is dependent on your situation. If you don't have the same luxury that I do, where you only have a few hours and you really need to put the work in, then put the work in. Like, don't complain. If you don't feel motivated, fucking suck it up, bro. You know what I mean? Like, figure out a way to get motivated, because you got work to do. You know what I mean? That's that hustler shit, which is fine, you know, which is fine. Like, if you want to get in hustler mode, get in hustler mode. We've all done it, you know, and it works for a lot of people. And to a certain extent, you kind of have to do that for a little bit. But really, really, the essence of this to me is maximizing joy in the present moment, right? So every present moment we should aspire to experience maximum joy in most moments in our life, which is the present moment, right? Because really the only real thing in life is the present moment, right? The past isn't real. I can tell you what I did yesterday, but I can't tell you accurately. Whatever version of yesterday I tell you guys about is probably inaccurate, because it's actually impossible to remember every detail about your past. So you're going to get a skewed, inaccurate version of the past because I told you, and you're also trusting that everything I'm telling you is true about yesterday. So the past is very fickle, guys. The past is very, very unreliable. The past is very unreliable because you're relying on the truthfulness and the accuracy and the integrity of the person that's telling you about the past. And sometimes that person is you. You can't even trust yourself, because, I mean, shit, I don't remember exactly what time I woke up yesterday. And if you ask me 7 days ago what I ate for lunch, I have no clue. So listen to what I'm saying, guys. The past is extremely inaccurate and extremely unreliable. The future is even worse, because the future hasn't even happened yet. And you and me and no one on earth, no one in this universe has any idea what the future holds. We try to predict and we try to like do analytics and all this shit. And maybe there's like little things you could like potentially predict based on math and statistics. That's cool. But you're not doing anything serious. So the future is extremely unreliable because you have no idea. But there's deeper connotations to that where you can, where you use your mind to predict and align with energies. That's a whole different conversation. I talk about that a lot in the earlier streams. So go back and watch those if you want to catch that. But the point of this, what I'm trying to say is, the past is extremely unreliable. The future is extremely unreliable. The only thing that's reliable and true that actually exists is the present moment. Like right now. Like you guys watching me talk and chatting in the chat room right now it's happening right now in the present moment. It's actually happening. It's actually true. We can actually prove it because we can see it. We're experiencing it. So the present moment is really all that matters. The present moment is also where we experience joy, right? The present moment is where we vibrate. The present moment is where we manifest. The present moment is how we have visions and think now. Present moment, right? We're in control of the present moment. So the present moment is really the only thing that exists. Exactly, Surfa. So if the present moment is the only thing that truly exists and that's truly accurate, then yes, every moment, every present moment that you experience, every minute, every second, every millisecond, every hour matters. Because it's all that matters, right? Our lives are a culmination of billions and trillions of milliseconds of present moments. It's just all, it's in layers. That's why we live in a 3-dimensional world, but we won't get into that. Won't get into that. We go through time in layers, right? We can't experience time as one thing. Time is in layers. That's why exactly what we're talking about now. So maximize the present moment, because that's really all that matters. Surfa said, do you ever take shrooms before? I actually haven't. I have no interest. I'm not like a big drinker, smoker. I'm not a big drinker, smoker, you know? On Blast podcast says stop doing type beats. I mean, why? Think about it. Think about it, dude. Like, why stop, but why do it? Like, what's the real reason? Like, it's actually not super relevant to, it's not a big enough deal to stop doing it or to start doing it. It's just like a thing that exists. Does that make sense? Type beats are just like a thing that exists. It's like this, right? Like this thing, this little thing. This is pyrite from Russia. It's got a purpose and it's really great. It helps with like radio waves and stuff, cleansing radio waves. It's also extremely good cleanser for H2O, for water. But it's got a purpose, but it sits there. You know, it exists in the world. I hope that made sense. That was a weird answer, but okay. Brad Stir said, I remember you saying a while back you used T-Rax to master. Are you still using that nowadays? I'm not. I kind of stopped, but it was great. I still recommend it. I use the default master plugin in Reason now, which achieves, to me, the same result. I mean, I'm not out for perfection. If it sounds good, it sounds good, you know? T-Rax isn't really... It's good. I mean, it's good. It's good. T-Rax is good. I just don't use it anymore. No real particular reason. Babbitt OTB, what up, dog? Babbitt said, have you ever negotiated with the artist regarding splits, pub, royalties, etc. before sending them beats to rap and sing on? No. Nope. Never did. Never did that. I wouldn't recommend doing that. I wouldn't recommend negotiating anything before sending beats out. Get the song done. Here's the philosophy, guys. There are no percentages, there are no royalties, there are no publishing, there is no money to be collected if there's no song. Let me say that one more time. There's no publishing, there's no money to be made, there's no royalties, there's no anything if the song isn't made. Y'all got to make the song first. So what I would say is do everything in your power to get the song done. Finish the song first. And then phase 2 is, okay, I'm CCing my attorney. This is how much I need, the percentage, blah, 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 blah. Right? Finish the song by any means necessary. Okay? Let's see. Surface said something interesting. Surface said, negotiating before any work is done is like a car salesman talking price before you pick a car. That's actually true. Yep. All right, let's see. That's true. That's true. I'm scrolling up this. I just don't want to miss anything. Okay, let's see. Need that Illmind sound pack. I appreciate it, on Blast. Go to Blap-Kits.com, dude. I got 25 gigabytes sitting there waiting for you. Surfer's got a lot of questions, but I'm happy to answer. Surfer said, how much time should I spend making versus marketing? There's no formula, dude. There's no formula. I mean, there's no specific formula, but you have to do it enough to where you think is enough, right? Obviously, spending time making music is everything. Spending time making music is everything. But you also have to incorporate other things. You know, it goes back to time management stuff. Again, see, like I said, guys, my answers are getting simpler and simpler and simpler because I'm realizing that that is the only correct answer. You know, is there a number for this? Is there a balance for this? Is there a plugin for this? Is there a certain method? Like, no, not really. You kind of just have to like do it. You just have to try it. Like, is 5 hours of sleep enough for me to get what I need to get done? I have no fucking clue. Try it. If you tell yourself, I want to get 9 hours of sleep every night, I think it'll help me with my health. Try it. Try it and see if you're right. You know? Stereo Ritual said, do you like the theory board? I love the theory board. It's right there. Look, I got it right here. It's hooked up to my Prophet and my DX7. I use it all the time. It helps me to break out of whatever my fingers are so used to playing, you know? Yeah. All right. Guys, been streaming for about an hour. This is good. Good stuff. That went by really quick. So that's it. We're done. We're done. Let's go. Let's play a beat. I'm thinking about streaming on Friday. I'm not sure though. I might do some loop stuff, but I'm not sure yet. I'm a bad streamer. I should tell you right now if I am or not and commit to it. But I can't commit to it because my schedule changes every day. But yes, Bufo is correct. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, leave comments down below after this stream is posted for the playback. Let's get the YouTube algorithm going. I want to continue to do this with you guys. I want to keep doing this with you guys. Super fun. And again, I'm hoping this content can help. I'm hoping it can help people, whether it's you guys live here or anyone that's watching this as a playback a day from now, a month from now, a year from now. But yeah, Queso, our stream schedule is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and occasionally Friday. So that's what I'm on the fence about, is our Friday stream, because Fridays can get pretty hectic for me, especially in the morning. But guys, great week, great streams. Hit the bell icon, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Sleepy Montana said no notifications came in. I know, dude. I don't know. YouTube, I'm actually kind of curious. I'm a little concerned. Sleepy Montana is subscribed. He's a monthly subscriber, and he got no notifications. Been checking since 10 a.m. and didn't see a link. I don't know, dude. I don't know. This is, again, we fall victim to, this is someone else's platform. So they can choose to hide my videos for any fucking reason. So whatever, it is what it is. I don't make a living off of YouTube, so this is, but it's unfortunate for people that do, you know, where it's just, you're bound by the rules of the platform. So I apologize for that, but definitely hit the like, hit the subscribe, and do all this YouTube stuff. Hopefully it works, I guess. Hopefully. But I'm here, bro. I'm here. Illmind's on fucking YouTube streaming for hours every week. This is a fucking part-time job. We're gonna see how far we can take this. So I appreciate you guys, all my monthly members, IPCs, Squad of Knights, everyone that's in here. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go get some work done. I'll see you next week, Monday. Okay, it's my birthday, by the way. My birthday it's Sunday or Monday. Maybe we'll do something cool, but my birthday is on Sunday the 28th. So Monday the 29th is our next stream. Maybe we'll stream on Friday, but hopefully you guys get a notification. I'll send some emails out and let everyone know on social media. Maybe we'll do some loop auctions. Maybe we'll do an auction on Friday or just make beats. We'll see. But if anything, I'll see you Monday the 29th. Virgo season. I'm out. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. Maybe I'll see you Friday, but if not, I'll see you Monday. We're out. Peace.
Any opportunity to celebrate, it's always diamonds up.